What is going on, guys? It is your boy Jason Love coming at you with another video about non-CDL and CDL hotshot. In this video, I want to talk about something that's super awesome. It's going to be good for all of you. But before we get to that, let's get to the intro. Awesome, guys. Now that the intro is done, this video I'm going to talk about kind of a misconception people have, a question I get a lot from a lot of different people, and that's if a new authority is going to be able to make money doing non-CDL hotshot or just hotshot in general. Now, a lot of people ask this question because a lot of people are trying to get into the business. A lot of people don't know if they're going to be able to make enough to pay their bills when they first start out. They hear all this, chatter about how people don't want to use, new authorities. And so as you guys know, we've had our authority probably now for about 5 months, so we're kind of past that 90-day period where a lot of these problems occur, but I still do dispatch for newer authorities, and one of the guys I dispatch for is Carlos. Super awesome guy. He's actually out of Wisconsin, and he's had his authority now for about 40 days. I think he actually started December 23rd, and I've been dispatching for him the whole time. So obviously we have been turned down with him, but we have been able to get a lot of good loads. And so I wanted to kind of go over, I think it's a 20-day or 19-day breakdown of the recent loads that we've been getting to kind of show you guys that the money is out there. Now, obviously, this isn't the best, but it definitely is. I'd say it definitely is good enough to be able to pay bills and to make a profit. So we're gonna go over just some of the loads that we've had. I think we're gonna go over 4 loads just over the last 20 days. Like you said, I like long hauls. He likes long hauls. We make more money. So here we go. Now, to start out, guys, we're in Sedalia, Missouri, going to Crystal River, Florida. Okay, that's the load we picked up. Total of 10,070 miles. It was paying $2,100. Okay, we picked it up on the 29th of January, and we were able to deliver on the 1st of February. Okay, so I think that's probably 3 days there, and it was $1.96 a mile, so super good load. Once we got to Crystal River, Florida, we actually booked a load in Clearwater, Florida, which I think was like 100 miles away. It was supposed to go to New Jersey, but when we got there, the broker had actually double booked the load, so somebody had already loaded it up. But the broker is cool. They were able to find us a different load at the same place, so we didn't have to leave, going to San Jose, California, so basically cross country. It wasn't the best load ever. It was going 2,816 miles, paying $4,250, so it's about $1.50 a mile. We picked it up on the 2nd, but because of like the delivery days for the shipper and everything, we weren't actually able to deliver until the 9th. So it was on our trailer for a while, but it gave the driver opportunities to not have to drive so like a crazy person, and to be able to do a restart during all of that. So yeah, so the first load we picked up on the 29th, dropped it off on the 1st, paying $2,100. Second load we picked up basically on the 1st. We didn't leave till the 2nd, and we dropped off on the 9th, paying $4,250. Now, when we got to San Jose, we were able to book a load going from Hayward, California to Pasco, Washington. That was 746 miles. That was paying $2,200, which is, I think it was $294 a mile. And we picked that up on the 10th, right? So not the 9th, but the next day on the 10th, we delivered it on the 11th. Okay, so it's $2,200. Now, once we got to Pasco, Washington, which is really close to Richland, Washington, where we picked up this next load. If you guys watched my earlier video, I talked about what happened with loads canceling and stuff. We actually were supposed to pick this load up for a lot cheaper, but it was supposed to be a lot smaller. So once we realized how big it was, we were able to get more money out of it. And so we picked up a load Richland, Washington to Twinsburg, Ohio. It was 2,200 miles, paying $4,200. That's $1.83 per mile. We picked it up on the 11th, and we're actually going to deliver that today on the 16th. My driver as well was able to do a restart at his house in Wisconsin with this load for Valentine's Day, so it worked out perfectly for us. Now, out of those 4 loads, guys, that took 19 days basically. Now, we did do 2 restarts in there. We did have some time to where the driver didn't have to drive like a crazy person all the time, but we grossed a total amount of $12,750, and then our total rate per mile was $1.84 per mile. The total miles were $6,232. So not too bad. And the cool thing is I actually already have a load booked for him in Akron, Ohio. Obviously the weather's pretty bad right now, so hopefully everything goes good. Going to Columbia, South Carolina, 568 miles, paying $1,150. That's $2 a mile. And that's supposed to be picked up today and delivered tomorrow, but we'll see what the weather might push us back a day, but no problem there. So when we pick up that load and deliver that load, we're looking at about $14,000 for 20 days of work. And this is non-CDL Hotshot. He has a 36-foot trailer there. So yeah, guys, I wanted to go over all these numbers like just one last time, guys. 19 days, $12,750 on 6,232 miles with an average rate per mile of $1.84 per mile. So guys, I want to go over this with you so you kind of see, the loads are out there, guys. As long as you're willing to put in the work. I think it's a pretty big misconception that, these brokers, because you're new, they don't want to use you a lot of times. Like, yeah, obviously sometimes you're going to get turned down. I still get turned down. But it's just that we keep our heads up and keep grinding, guys. If you need help, hire a dispatcher, hire somebody to, be on the phone with the brokers all the time so that you can continually drive. I think that's something that's important. You can definitely work with that. But you guys are savages, okay? Like, if you want to get into this business, like, you got to work hard. You got to keep your heads up, and you're going to be able to make money. Carlos is a good example of that. He grinds super hard, and I'm glad that he's working with me because, he's definitely got his head on his shoulders, and he knows what he wants. So this is awesome, guys. I want to make this quick video, kind of show just a price breakdown, how much money we were able to gross, or Carlos was able to gross in the last 20 days. Obviously, this isn't my truck. I just dispatched him for him. I wish those numbers were one of my trucks, but just being in different areas, the loads aren't the same. That's just the truth of it. But yeah, guys, we'll talk to you later. I love you guys. I hope you all have a great day.